is presented by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Mercury Insurance, smart insurance for smart people. By Sequan Casino Resort, official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. And by Uber Eats. Get Eats for every inning with contactless delivery for restaurant, takeout, groceries, and more. Well, the Padres are welcoming the Seattle Mariners to town. And Ty France seeing a lot of his former teammates who are in town for a 3-game series. And the Mariners are fresh off a sweep of the Houston Astros. They're playing some good baseball as we check out Dan Wilson's starting lineup, as the Mariners lineup is brought to you by Appliance Alley. Brendan Donovan, the former Cardinal, at the top of that lineup at third base with Cal Raleigh, the catcher. Julio Rodriguez in center field with Josh Naylor, former Padre, at first base. Randy Arozarena is in left. Luke Raley is in right. J.P. Crawford, the shortstop. Dominic Calzone is the DH, and it is Cole Young at second base, rounding out the starting 9 for the M's. On the mound for the Padres is Michael King.
A solid outing last time out in Pittsburgh. 6 solid frames, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Struck out 4. He walked 3, but it didn't hurt him. Overall, the 4 start for the right-hander, 3.24. 16 2/3, almost a strikeout per innings pitch. And the one that really sticks out, 207 batting average against.
Let's take a look at StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud.
Outs for Michael King last time out, Pittsburgh, 18. The sinker working. See this? All of those pitches, all 5 pitches working. He threw in 1 double play right there. Stepping up to the plate for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is the voice of the San Diego Padres, Don Orsillo. Don?
Thanks very much, Budley. Here we go. Game 1 of a 3-game series. And the first pitch from San Diego. Missing up and away for ball 1. Underway. Brendan Donovan with 311, 3 homers, 6 runs batted in. Part of what is a potent offense here for the M's. Fouls it back in our general direction, but above us into the top tank. Fourth start of the year for Michael King.
I remember in Pittsburgh when Michael was having difficulty, arm side, change-ups, 2-seamers, up and away to the lefties. Let's see if he can get those crosshairs on sight this evening and get ahead, work quickly ahead. That's kind of the pitch right there, like in Pittsburgh he was having difficulty with.
He was honest with us. We talked to him, of course, afterwards. We had him on headset from the dugout, and he was talking about what a battle it was that day for him, really grinding it out.
The bottom half of the mechanics have to be in sync with the top half, and sometimes when it's off just a little bit, that's what happens. Your elbow drops, you drag a little bit, and hence high and away, arm side.
Hooks this on one hop to second baseman Jake Cronenworth for out number 1. When Padres pitchers K9, you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. So 1 down in the first for Cal Raleigh. Highlighted him off the top. An amazing year last year for him. So far, slow start average-wise at 154. There's a couple of home runs. You're coming off a 60 home run season. You're expecting big things right away.
Yeah. And for a catcher, huh? We talked about that as well. The grind of catching. He DH sometimes as well.
On the ground foul outside of first. Well, here's the exclusive club, the 60 home run club. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yes, it is. And
how about being tied with Babe Ruth?
I know. Finished second. How about that? You have that year, and you finish second in the MVP race.
MVP.
Aaron Judge walking away with it again, and rightfully so. I mean, both those guys. I think I would have casted my vote for Cal Raleigh, though.
I think I would have, too. In there for the strike, and it's 2-2. Sinker.
Don, you mentioned the 60 home runs. He drove in 125 runs last year. Cal Raleigh did. That at 247. 705 plate appearances.
And a catcher, as you said.
Right.
A lot of times in second halves, catchers can wear down, get tired just from the day-to-day grind of catching. And sometimes that will affect them offensively over the years. We've seen that from many catchers.
No question.
Not the case with them. Michael King, per usual, calling his own game. He's gone to the pitch com, and now 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider. First strikeout of the night from Michael King.
Boy, sometimes as a pitcher, you just shake your head. Look at the location of this pitch. That's not where he wants it. That's not even close. But it's to the liking of Cal Raleigh. It's up. It's near his eyesight. Looks like a big fat pitch. Up and away with the slider for the swing and miss. Chalk one up for the Kingfish.
So 2 down for Julio Rodriguez. That's out of the 3 spot. Center fielder for the M's. The Padres saw a lot of the Mariners during spring training, per usual, sharing spring training in Peoria.
83rd and Bell. Well, West Paradise Lane, if you want to get technical.
Nice swing and a miss. A good sweeper that time from King. Lots of sweep.
Guy's got a lot of pop. How do you take that pop out of the bat? You take a little bit off and you make him fish for this one. Look at out of the hand. This looks like it's going to be down the middle of the plate. At the plate, off the plate.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Michael King. Good 1-2-3 first. Padres are coming up. In San Diego, Mariners down in order in the top of the first. Padres coming up in the bottom of the first. Padres lineup brought to you by UC San Diego Health. Laureano about to lead it off. He's in left with Tatis back in right tonight. Merrill's in center with Machado at third base. Bogart's at short. Sheets is the DH with France at first. Campusano does the catching, and Cronenworth back at his familiar second base. On the mound, Brian Wu, a very good pitcher for the Mariners.
1/5 of the really good rotation for the M's. Brian Wu, his 4th start, a 1.50 ERA. 26-year-old. He's had a really good career with the Mariners. He's a homegrown Mariner. And folks, if you're watching at home and you like a pitcher who throws strikes and you want to see the Padres take some hacks, this is your guy. You are going to get pitches to hit tonight. He is not afraid to challenge hitters and go right after them.
You mentioned it. Really, their strength is their starting rotation. Yep. Really good. Really doesn't matter who you get.
They can pitch.
Swing and a miss. That time at a sweeper as Laureano down 0-2.
Talk about their rotation. Gilbert, Kirby, Wu, Hancock, Castillo.
Wu is looking for his first win of the year, but comes in with a 1.50 ERA in his first 3 starts. This is start number 4, and he climbs the ladder on Laureano. High sweeper. Strikes him out for the first out here at the bottom of the first inning.
Kind of like Michael King in the early on to Cal Raleigh. It was up and away. This one, not exactly where he wanted it, but it's away to where he cannot get hurt. And you can see kind of out of the stance there, trying to go up and get that pitch for Ramon, not connecting.
So 1 away here in the last of the first for Fernando. Last couple of days he's been great at the plate and seemed very comfortable at second base in the 2 games he was there.
It's great, fun to watch.
He's got a couple of home runs in his career off of Wu. Wu working on the extreme first base side of the rubber, and a hot shot, but right to the second baseman Cole Young. For out number 2. It's time now for the Sequan Casino Resort scouting report.
Just kind of gave a little bit of that away during the first hitter. A big time strike thrower. He loves both of his heaters, the 2-seamer and the 4-seamer. 2-seamers down, 4-seamers up, and he will put you away, try to put you away with that elevated 4-seam fastball.
And Fernando just squared him up, a 109 exit velocity to second base for out number 2. Just in the right spot. Cole Young at second. Now Jackson Merrill will take a strike. 217. 3 homers, 11 runs batted in for Jackson. Three career starts against Padres. He's won them all. 19 1/3, a 2.33 ERA, and a whip under 1. Hasn't been a lot of traffic when facing San Diego.
Mention that Brian Wu is a strike thrower. Now, over the course of his career, he's into his 4th season as a Mariner. Going into this game, 413 2/3 innings pitched. He's only walked 84 batters.
Wow. Carves hit foul. Well, this is the company he is in. Pitchers with sub-3 ERAs, sub-whip 1 since the beginning of 2024. Wow. That's pretty incredible.
How happy are those defenses behind those pitchers, right? Not a lot of time on the diamond.
2 strikes here to Jackson Merrill with 2 outs. The last of the first inning. Gets a piece, stays alive.
Here's the arsenal of Brian Wu this season. 4-seamer, sinker, sweeper, slider, changeup. Very, very heavy on the 4-seamer. He loves it. Hitting 308 off the sinker, but you can tell all those 5 pitches, he's in the zone. He's going to challenge you.
1-2 is up the middle into center field, a base hit for Jackson Merrill.
Here's what's impressive about that swing. This is a 2-seamer. See how he tries to bring it back in? Jackson stays on it, brings the hands in, gets some topspin on this one. That's the one Brian Wu's hoping Jackson's going to give up on it and catch that inside corner for the called strike. But Jackson says, I got your 2-seamer in. And there goes your no-hitter.
So a 2-out knock here for Merrill brings us to Manny Machado.
It will be interesting to see how long Wu is out there and if the Padre hitters are going to be jumping all over that first pitch fastball if it's offered to him, because they know that he's going to try to challenge him right out of the get-go.
I noticed Manny's seeing a lot of pitches this year. Been very selective and at the plate. Deep counts. Elevated and Manny chases. There's the fastball. That one coming in at 97.
3 4-seamers in a row from Wu.
Not much success against Wu. 0 for 9 with 4 Ks for Manny. Yeah, 4.19 pitches per plate appearance. Leading the Padres is Manny Machado. Pitches seen. Score free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink. Ball 3. Jackson Merrill can get a start at first base with 2 down, and Xander Bogaerts waits on deck here for the Padres. To center, and Julio Rodriguez in a few steps to make the catch that ends the inning. Done with 1 without a score from San Diego. Well, yesterday, former Padre Josh Naylor heating it up, not 1 but 2 home runs as part of a Mariners victory. Finished up the homestand by sweeping the Houston Astros. Got all that one. And they have powered up all of a sudden lately. The bats have come to life for the M's.
Yeah, watch out for the big 3 as we take a look at the Mariners offense. Last 4 games and the other games. I think they're just too potent of a lineup, right, Don?
Absolutely.
And the potential that they have.
To over 7 runs a game, that'll work.
You have to contain the big 3, and that, of course, is Naylor, Rodriguez, and Raleigh.
2 home runs coming yesterday. But for Naylor, as we know, they can come in bunches at times. You got to be careful of that. Michael King enjoyed a 1-2-3 first inning. Now a grounder down to first, and Ty France, the former Mariner, will flip to Michael King. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. One down in the second inning brings up Randy Arozarena. Pokes it foul off to the right out of play.
That's a good thing for Michael King, swinging at ball 1. Pitch was up and away.
Arozarena's been getting hit a lot. Been hit 3 times already this young season. Taps it foul over by the M's dugout. They're housed on the third base side of Petco Park.
Duly noted.
4 for 11 against Michael.
Well, he likes to turn and burn on pitches inside. That's one of the reasons why he's getting hit. See how
deep short. Bogarts from the outfield lawn, and it'll be late.
Oh, nice play though.
Arozarena beats it out. Nice bid though from Xander Bogarts.
Xander did everything correctly, did everything he could on this play. There's the chopper, the backhand. How close is it? Just made it. Just beat it.
So 1 out, Arozarena at first, and here's Raley for the first time. .294, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. Calling all faithful, sign up for the Padres text messages to receive exclusive Padres news, content, information, and more. Text Padres to 78469 to join the fun. Again, text Padres 78469 or visit padres.com/contact. Arozarena at first with 1 out, and Raley will take a pitch up and away for ball 2. Three hits in each of the last 2 games for Raley coming in. He's heating it up. 6 hits in the last 2 games. Over to first base and back is Arozarena, and that kind of coincides with the Mariners offensively in the last 4 games. Much better, much more along the lines of what you expect from this Mariners lineup, which is very good. Showing bunt, drops it down the third baseline. Manny was over at short, so no problem. Bunt base hit. And Raley is aboard. To second base goes Arozarena.
Not a bad idea with the defense, as you just mentioned, Don. Manny Machado playing over near the shortstop position. His foot halfway out of the box there. Anywho, perfectly placed. Move him up. Double play still in order.
Sometimes you get hot against teams that are not doing very well, and they just go off, and you hope the Mariners are not going to do that here, because they just took on an Astros team that is not very good. They've lost 8 straight games now. Houston.
Their pitching was horrendous. Walking the ball yard, as they say in baseball. Astros rotation in shambles, and the Mariners took advantage of it.
J.P. Crawford with 2 on will take a strike. He's moving out of the way, and that sinker ends up being a strike. Well, runners in scoring position. Both teams have not been off to the best starts. The Mariners at 220, the Padres at 221. 22nd and 24th in that category. There are 30 teams in Major League Baseball currently.
That's what I thought.
Yes. Could be more coming.
Well, if those numbers aren't the best, you're relying on starting pitching and bullpens to hold the opposition. And hey, if your numbers are like that, it just takes 1 more run to beat the opposition. Last time out, you need more runs, right? At least 1 more run to beat the other team, right?
Then you win.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're 2 for 84, if that one of the two got a run in that won the game, okay. And I'm exaggerating.
So you're saying don't read too much into these
I think
RISP numbers.
But you would like to see better numbers, no doubt.
Yes.
Chances would be greater.
It also means you're getting a lot of opportunities.
Yes,
perhaps.
that's true.
Swing and a miss. Makes it a full count. Good changeup. Dominic Canzone waits on deck.
Oh, did he make an attempt to get out of the way?
No, looks like he actually leaned into that, and that's what King is saying. Kind of stuck his arm out.
Yeah, he's got to make an effort.
We're going to see if they're going to challenge us or not. Not going to challenge. Look at that.
Oh, he moved into it.
Yeah, he did. He just stuck his elbow out.
Yeah, he kind of moved into it and then moved back with the pitch, so it hit him.
You can't do that. It's against the rules. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be. Instead, bases loaded now with one out. Much different. And Canzone will take a strike. He's got 2 home runs in the young season.
I think a grounder right here. Keep it on the infield.
Swinging a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 2.
Hey, for Canzone, he's looking to elevate something, loft something to the outfield for the sac fly.
Here's the thing. Nothing's left the infield yet. Get that infield hit and Rosarena to start the inning. The bunt base hit by Raley. And the hit batsman. Bases loaded without any solid contact here at the moment.
Yep.
And ahead of Canzone, nothing in 2. Fly ball right center. On the move is Merrill. He will get there from third to Rosarena. He is coming plateward and he will score on the sac fly. And moving from second to third is Raley. It's 1-0 Mariners.
Okay, good at bat. Mariners got a run, but there's something about that play that I really like, and it was Jackson. As soon as he caught that ball, what did he do? Immediately got that ball into second base. No way he's going to get the runner at the plate. No way. No way he's going to get the runner at third. Now there are 2 outs. You got to keep that runner at first base, and that's exactly what he did. He fired that into second base so that runner would not take second.
Second zone. It's the sac fly. It was on an 0-2 pitch, by the way. Flies to right center field. Runners at the corners with 2 down. Cole Young batting for the first time. The Mariners' second baseman. 241, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. Pisano out to talk to King here. If there's a pitch count problem or not, I don't think so. They're just discussing what they want to do.
Yeah, behind the count here, 2-0. What are you thinking there, right-hander? Michael collecting his thoughts. Got to go with your best pitch here, because if it's a ball in play, you're hoping. You go the short way to second base. Easy grounder, easy pop fly.
In there for a strike. As he goes to the sinker to get it. The first run that King has allowed in his first 2 innings on the season. Been very good. And he's allowed a run here finally in the second inning. I'm just trying to keep it to 1 run. Popped up, foul ground. Machado gives it a look, but it's back amongst the spectators. Raley at third with Crawford at first. 2 down, a run in the Mariners' second inning. 2-2. Did he go? No, he did not. Full count now.
Let's take a look from the side. I think that's a go.
And strike 3. He is going to challenge, though.
The batter is challenging the strike call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And it's a strike. Call confirmed.
Call confirmed. The batter is out. Seattle has 1 challenge remaining.
A run for the Mariners, who lead at 1-0.
Padres.
Mariners with a 1-0 lead over the Padres on the UC San Diego Health scoreboard as Bryan Woo goes out for his 2nd inning of work. And Bryan Woo has obviously been dominant over the last year and a half. And a big part of it has been with the use of his fastball. So why can he throw his fastball 60% of the time and still have it be effective? Well, it's because of the look. It looks like it's rising, but he doesn't make it rise the way most guys make their fastballs look like they rise. There's something called induced vertical break, which is something that most pitchers do by creating a lot of backspin on the baseball. That backspin then starts fighting the gravitational force, and it looks like the ball is rising. It's just not sinking as much. But actually, Bryan Woo doesn't do any of that. He doesn't have exceptional spin rate by any means. He does it simply by his arm angle. Wow. Good break for Xander Bogaerts right there on the base hit off the second base bag, guys. Better to be lucky than good, Donna Mudd?
Got that right. That's beautiful.
Xander Bogaerts got the leadoff base hit off the bag.
Well, they're positioned perfectly. There's the hop. There's sorry, changing direction. Big league knock.
That's just smart hitting right there, isn't it?
Yeah, right. And Bryan Woo can only laugh.
Course management.
How about Scan going Albert Einstein on us with all the physics, the IVB and all that stuff?
Well, that's a pitch right there, the fastball upstairs, and it's not because he has such great spin rate, guys. What he does is he's able to lower his arm angle in a way that it makes it look like the ball is going to be rising. It's not rising at all. He's just throwing it from a much lower arm angle than most guys throw it from, and he does it by the way that he uses his mechanics. And after we get an out here, we can go into it, and I'll show you a little bit what he does mechanically to help create that low arm slot, guys. So
Scan, what are you saying? It's an illusion? It's not real?
it's all illusion. Yeah, it's magic. It's magic.
It's Fugazi?
It's not Fugazi, but it's a really cool way of doing it. It's just a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
And he also does it in a way that it helps him continue to throw a lot of strikes and doesn't compromise his other pitches. As we saw in the graphic previously, guys, he's still great with the changeup and the sweeper. Nobody's hitting anything that this young guy throws, but it's all set up with that fastball that hitters think is rising, but it's not because of his lower arm angle.
Challenge here by the catcher.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Calls overturned, pitch is a strike. Seattle has 1 challenge remaining.
And that is strike 3 for Gavin Sheets. Second strikeout for Woo. It appears catchers continue to have the best look.
Yep.
The best idea as far as ABS goes. So 1 down, Bogaerts at second, and here's Todd France, the former M. Over to first, and Bogaerts back to the bag. And what do we got here? Balk is what's being called. First base umpire Bill Miller called it, and Woo is walking over there to ask. Now you're not supposed to be able to do this, right? You can't argue a balk, but Woo is, and Bill Miller's letting him know you can't come over here. No, sorry. What'd you see? Anything?
Saw his back. If we could see that once again, guys.
I got the knee bend going, Mud. What do you got?
Oh, the front knee.
Yes.
Yeah, the old Bob Walk move.
Yep.
Bob Walk was notorious for that.
Really?
Before Pip, watch the front knee. See that? The hitter will focus on that knee, thinking that bend knee is going to lift, but guys will bend their knee and then simultaneously then pivot. That's what I think Bill Miller's describing to Danny Wilson.
Yeah, it's a tricky little move, and it works, and you get away with it a lot, Mud, if you can really execute it cleanly.
Right.
That was a pretty good execution, but a nice job by the umpire to pick it up.
First career balk for Wu in 414 career innings. So Bogaerts taking second on the balk.
You know, it's amazing. Players will do something and it automatically triggers somebody. Bob Walk, he now does Pirates TV and radio. It's Scan. I know you remember Bob Walk.
Oh, yeah.
He was notorious. He was really good at that. Very quick with that move.
Ty France pops it up right side of the infield. Cole Young will make the catch. 2 down.
Hey guys, I want to show you those mechanics and how he's able to keep that low arm slot with Brian Wu. So first of all, he gets very closed, right? And then he starts, good leg lift, starts to drop down, the shoulders closed. That straight leg allows him to squat down on that back leg without losing his hips. Left arm facing towards third base. He's still rotational, but then watch this at the last second. He tucks in the left elbow, and that front knee bending a lot helps get everything going in the same motion, and it also helps keep his arm slot low. Guys, when he releases the ball, not only is the angle low, but it's physically close to the ground. In other words, most guys release the ball at 6 feet above the ground. His release point is actually only 5 feet above the ground. So it's the way he uses his lower body, collapsing on that back leg, keeping the front leg stiff, though, to not lose the power in his hips, and then landing on a bent front leg to help get all that rotational energy going forward, allows him to be able to keep that arm slot low. There you see it again. Stays low. Bends that front leg a lot, which allows him to get everything going forward and keep that arm only 5 feet above the ground instead of 6 feet. It's a different way of doing it, but obviously it works for him. It's cool to see those mechanics working so effectively to create that illusion on that fastball, guys.
Bogaerts at second base. And a fly ball headed to shallow right center. Tough sky right now. And it'll be the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez, who takes charge and makes the catch on Campusano. Done with 2. Mariners have a 1-0 lead.
Back to Petco Park, where the Mariners lead the Padres 1-0 in the top of the third. Joined here now by the manager, Craig Stammen. We've gotten a look here at Michael King through 2. What are your thoughts on how he's doing so far?
Yeah, I think he's maybe a little bit off, but he's working through it. He's really good. Runners in scoring position, making pitches. He made some good pitches, only limit the damage to 1 run last inning.
All right, now on the other side, Brian Wu, what have you seen from him?
Yeah, he's attacking us just like we thought. You know, we're going to be swinging because we know he's in the zone, and, you know, sooner or later we'll punch him through with 2 outs and get a run.
All right, thanks, Craig.
You got it. Thank you.
You know, hit by the pitch is Brendan Donovan, leadoff hitter here for the Mariners. Not what he wanted to do there with that sweeper. Too much sweep. And he hits Donovan to start things here in the 3rd inning. Would you say that some of the struggles that he had last time out are similar this time, or a little different?
Yes, because Michael King's stuff moves so much, and it just takes a little bit to be off kilter a little bit. Once he has everything in sync, he should be fine, and he found it in Pittsburgh, as he told us. It's like that sweeper we just saw. He's just got to start it a little bit more off the plate. Started too much on the plate, and it got the back foot.
Fly ball down the left field line, and that'll be out of play. 4th base runner to reach on an infield single, a bunt hit, or been hit by a pitch. 2 of them.
Yeah, the one thing I think about when I think of infield singles, infield hits, is if there's a pitcher like Michael King who's got tremendous movement down in the zone, hitters it's tough to elevate. And if he's on his game keeping it down, you're going to get a lot of swings beaten into the ground and have infield hits.
1-1 in the air down the left field line. Laureano can't see it, and it's going to be a foul ball. He lost it. Twilight right now here at Petco Park. Light sky. Lights are on.
High sky?
I don't know if that's the issue or not. It's just a weird colored sky, I think.
It is, and we mentioned this quite a bit. You know, the baseballs are rubbed up, right?
So you can't see them though.
So it's dark against a sky like this. You're absolutely right, Don. You can get lost once in a while.
Oh, 2 strikes here to Cal Raleigh. He struck out swinging in the first, one of 3 Ks for Michael King in his outing. First time King has hit 2 batters in a game since 2021. It's been a while. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. It's Raleigh again. Second time he's down by way of the K, and that's the 4th strikeout for Michael King.
And it's the second time. Remember the first at bat, slider up and away. Look at where this pitch is. Once again, mislocation. He wanted it in, but it's up, it's away, and Cal Raleigh cannot hold up.
Effectively wild.
Yeah. So he's offering it those pitches up and away.
1 out, 1 on for Julio Rodriguez. Strikeout victim in the first inning. Always does well against the Padres. Seems that way anyway. 18 games hitting at .320. I guess so. 4 homers and 8 RBIs against San Diego. Foul tipped. Ball and a strike.
What's a new onion?
Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. There's a changeup. It's been a good one tonight.
That was a dandy. And even Julio was like, wow, what a good pitch. Look at the location of this pitch, and then watch the depth. Right to the Rawlings of the chest protector, down by almost the knees of the catcher, way out in front of it for the swing and miss.
One on, 1 out. 2-2 pitch coming to Julio Rodriguez. Did he go? No, he did not. They check with Bill Miller, first base umpire, crew chief. Next pitch would be 50 for King in his outing. 5th full count. A deep count says a throw over, and back to the bag safely is Donovan. On the ground to third base, Machado will go to second for 1, on to first, not in time. They do get the lead runner in Donovan, 5-4 in the 4th shot at second base. Not too much speed from Julio Rodriguez. He gets down the line. Julio Rodriguez now 0 for 12 against Michael King in his career. No success. So 2 down. Rodriguez at first brings up Josh Naylor. They're grounded out to first baseman Ty France. In the 2nd inning, here he is in the 3rd. Hooks it to right, and that's going to get in for a base hit. The 3rd goes Rodriguez as Fernando gets it back in, and the Mariners have something going here with 2 down. 1st and 3rd. That's the first hit to go to the outfield.
And first pitch offering. Look at the plate coverage on the changeup, up and away, and Josh Naylor goes out and hooks it to the pull side.
Want to work on the shoelaces there. His left cleat. Chops in there for a strike. In this spot this season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. 2 for 8. Randy Arozarena. Little roller foul. Has him down 0-2.
Remember the first at-bat to Rosarena, he had the infield hit, but the first pitch of the at-bat was a breaking ball way off the plate. My point here is 0-2. You don't have to throw him a strike. Maybe he'll get himself out on a pitch off the plate. Step off.
Swing and a miss, struck him out instead. 1-0 Mariners after 2.5. 1-0 Mariners on top of the Padres. We head to the bottom of the third. We'll layer up for cool coastal nights with Padres Puffer Vest, presented by State Farm, limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. This versatile game day piece will be available tomorrow night when the Padres host the Seattle Mariners at 6:40. Learn more at padres.com/giveaways.
I love this. As I mentioned, the last road trip came in handy.
You love it.
I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It does. Not? It's terrific. And you brought it to Boston, you brought it to Pittsburgh, you brought it everywhere. Now you got it on at home.
Yeah, and Mom, I know you're watching. Guess what? This one is going to your house.
Nice. Going to take care of Sue. That's tremendous.
It'll be nice and warm.
It's a great item. Get yours tomorrow night.
Makes a great gift, huh?
It does. This is a cool coastal evening, I would say. Yeah,
yeah. Most definitely.
Works.
You got the high collar, keep the neck warm. Might not even need a scarf, although a scarf would help out.
One hopper exploding to first base, but there is Naylor, who handles it himself for the first out here at the third inning. I think it's an upgrade from the coat you were wearing before.
Oh, you don't like my coat before?
Whoever sold you that jacket has a great sense of humor.
You don't like this jacket? I love this jacket. It's my houndstooth.
It's something. It really is.
I love this thing.
The effects that it makes on camera are just
I like the
wavy.
inside too.
Oh wow, that's a lot. I didn't even see the inside. That is something.
Sorry about Soul of London with the Union Jack.
Ooh. Did that come with something? Or
a bowl of soup?
Well, take your pick of those jackets right over there, sir. Laureano struck out in the first, one of 2 Ks.
Well, in our open, we talked about 1 through 4 hitters lately.
That's where I saw the jacket. This is to deep right. Back and off the fence. It gets by Rayleigh. Laureano's thinking 3. Headed for third. He will get there. A bobble by Naylor.
That's how you got to get to Brian Wu. We talked about the fastball. He throws it a lot. That's 96. It's down the middle, but he stays inside it nicely. He gives it a ride. That's sound. Okay. Now, over the head of Rayleigh. It takes a Padre bounce, and Ramon is smelling 3. It's a triple for Laureano.
Infield in all the way around here for Fernando.
That was good hitting right there by Ramon.
In their spot this year, 3 for 11 at 273. He's knocked in 6 of them. Up the middle into center field, a base hit for Fernando. From third comes Laureano. This game is tied at 1.
Just playing a little game of pepper with the infield in, cutting down the range. And Fernando, what does he get here? It's a slider, outer half, takes it right back up the middle for the RBI. Look at Ramon. He's got to hold his ground. And then he just goes into low gear and scampers home to tie it up.
First triple of the year for Laureano and just the second for the Padres so far this season. And set up the run. Fernando drives it in. Tied at 1, and now Jackson Merrill getting his second look at Brian Wu. Merrill singled to center in the first inning. One of 4 Padres hits so far on the evening.
Oh, good hack. Good hack on the heater. 96. Middle end.
Strike called. There's a 4-seamer at 96. Naylor holding on. Fernando at first base. Fernando goes, and cleaning it out, foul, is Jackson Merrill. The sweeper is well out ahead.
Okay, that was the 40th pitch by Brian Wu. We talked about the usage of the 4-seam fastball in this game. Of the 40 pitches, 60% 4-seam fastballs. And Fernando 4 for 4 in the stolen base category.
Ball 3. Machado waits on deck, still just 1 out of the inning. Fernando goes, and a line drive to right field. It's in for a base hit. Fernando keeps on going to third. Jackson Merrill's 2 for 2. Padres have runners at the corners with 1 away.
Jackson turning on it. Another 4-seam fastball. Belt buckle high. Fernando's on the move. He doesn't stop. Plays perfectly by Jackson. Short hop into right field. Padres got action at the corners.
Jackson Merrill 2 hits, both with 2 strikes on it. And a conference at the mound now with Brian Wu. Good opportunity here for Manny. First and third, 1 out, a run in.
Padres bats waking up a little bit, jumping on the fastball.
The lowest whip after the first time through the order. Usually pretty good in this category, but it's got some traffic in this inning.
Hopefully another hit. Maybe a couple of runs. Padre fans go whoa, whoa here in this inning. Probably go a little Baba Booey here on the M's.
First and third with 1 out, a run in. In this spot so far, Manny 2 for 9.
We know Manny likes to swing at the first pitch, and you're going to get strikes from Wu. Keep an eye on this pitch here. Oh, off the plate, see?
Didn't go. They check with Bill Miller, first base umpire.
That was the sweeper.
A little pop-up right side. Second baseman Cole Young for out number 2. Xander Bogaerts with a base hit in the second inning.
Wu really got in on Manny on that pitch. That was a sinker in at 95.
Bogaerts grounded one up the middle to hit the second base bag, kicked into right center. It is 1 for 1. Took second on a balk that was charged to Brian Wu. That's with Fernando at third, Jackson Merrill at first, 2 down. Strike one on a sweeper.
There's that two-seamer from Wu, like the one to Manny popped up. That was another one in to Xander.
Twentieth pitch of the inning here for Wu. Runner goes at first. Pitch will miss inside, and the contestant taking second base is Jackson Merrill. In the scoring position now, 2 down. And Padres stolen base presented by Uber Eats. Use code PadresSteal for $10 off your next order of $15 or more. Terms apply while supplies last. See the app for details. Second and third, 2 down for Xander Bogaerts with a count of 1-2. Oh, ran away. Picked there by Cal Raleigh.
Sure was. That was a slider down and away.
Saved a run.
CRS. Catcher's run saved.
It's not a thing. Two on the way. We wanted him to challenge that. Full count now. Next pitch will be 50 for Wu with Gavin Sheets waiting on deck. To center field, and that's going to get in for a hit. Fernando from third. Here comes Jackson Merrill. Padres take a 3-1 lead. Xander Bogaerts drives in a pair.
This at bat, Brian Wu is throwing sinkers inside, just eating up Xander Bogaerts. He throws him a sweeper here. It catches too much of the plate, speeding up the bat of Xander Bogaerts. And what do you know? Puts the ball in play. That's good hitting by Xander.
So there were 2 outs, there were 2 strikes to Xander, and he comes up with 2 RBIs.
Wu did him a favor, throwing him a breaky ball in the zone. Now off the plate, different story, but catching the plate, too much of it, did a favor for Xander, speeding up his bat.
Fly ball, shallow center. Crawford out, Rodriguez in, and it's Crawford who makes the catch over the shoulder. But the damage has been done in the inning. Ramon Laureano with a triple. Fernando would drive him in. Xander Bogaerts drives in a pair. It's 3-1 Padres. Padres have a 3-1 lead now. That's the score on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Michael King now working with a lead as we move to the visiting half of the 4th inning. Graley leading it off, hit a bunt base hit in the 2nd inning. Oh, skies one foul off to the left out of play. So Raley hit his 3 home runs that he has for the season. In his first 3 games of the season, he's had none since. Ball 3.
Remember, he bunted last time in the second inning. Manny was playing way back where he is now. 3-1 count. He wants to swing it.
J.P. Crawford waiting on deck here. He'll be followed by Dominic Canzone. It is 6, 7, and 8 in this M's order. And that's strike 2.
Change up 3-1. You work it, Michael King. I see you.
Ball 4. Leadoff walk for Rayleigh. Now a quick word from Kia. First walk allowed by Michael King as a leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. It's now 11 first pitch balls for Michael King. He's been a little bit behind tonight.
Yeah, not exactly the way a guy wants to work, but once again, that falls under the overrated category.
Okay.
Padres lead 3-1. They've out hit the Mariners, and Michael King, hey, just needs to throw a ground ball right here to get 2.
Popped up. Third baseway. Machado steps into foul ground and makes the catch. Out number 1 here in the 4th inning. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Padres, the official source for your Padres gear. So 1 on, 1 out, and Dominic Canzone now had a sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. Good sweeper feature there by King. There's a grounder by the mound towards short. Bogarts will go to second for 1. On to first, not in time. See if the Padres are going to challenge. That looked very close. First look. No challenge. So it'll be 6-4 on the force out.
It's worth another look. Nice job at the Keystone. There's the feet of Jake. One swift move on the bag to throw, and it just beat it out.
So 2 down, Canzone at first base, and here is Cole Young, who struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Cooled off here, has it not?
I was just going to say it's cooled off. I'm glad I've got my puffer.
Yes.
And the wind has picked up a little bit.
Is that what it is? Feels like it's blowing in at us. To left. Laureano started in. Now he goes back, recovers, and makes the catch. No problem. 3.5 done. 3-1 Padres.
Padres enjoying a 3-1 lead over the Mariners as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on the UC San Diego Health scoreboard. And it's time now for our Ask Don and Mud segment. It's brought to you by Cal Coast Credit Union. And tonight's question is from Lauren Shelton, who asked, hey guys, if you were to build a dream team, who are some of the people you'd have on your roster? Don, Mud, who'd you have?
Donnie, go ahead.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mine's a no-brainer. I thought one guy right off the bat. Dead or alive, right, Scan?
Yeah, let's go any generation, dead or alive, all time.
You want me to go first, Don? While
Yeah,
you think?
please do.
Because
Yeah.
I smell wood burning.
I got nothing.
You're stumped?
Yeah, I'm stumped.
How can
you not have-
I was not ready.
How can you not have the Bambino, Babe Ruth on
I
your team?
haven't had to build a team before.
The Babe is in my DH right away, right, Mud?
On the trains, social sparklers, the stories,
Right, so, okay.
the bat, the arm. I mean, he was one heck of a pitcher. He won 92, 93 games as a Red Sox, then went to the Yankees and hit 700 home runs. And fun. Talk about the Babe bringing the fun.
Oh, yeah. He had a good time everywhere he went.
Right?
Can you imagine being on a train with the Babe back in the day?
Take me back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Babe Ruth.
That's mine.
All right, that's it. That's all you got? You got anybody else?
I mean, there are some other guys, but
That's all he needs. He's a one-man show,
All
Doug.
right. I would get Pedro Martinez as my pitcher.
That's one of my pitchers. I got him, Greg Maddux, and also I wouldn't mind seeing Bob Gibson on the mound.
Yeah.
Intimidating some people, right? Those are my 3 pitchers.
Since the M's are in town, I'll take the big old left-hander Randy Johnson.
RJ. Oh, yeah, the big unit.
Yeah.
I think I would have to have Cal Ripken on my team, just as a leadership qualities. Know he's going to play every day.
Good shortstop. He's going to show up every day, right?
I'll take Tony Gwynn batting third on my team.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I want Willie Mays in my outfield, guys. I want him running down some balls, hitting some home runs, stealing some bases, making some unbelievable plays. Say hey, Willie Mays.
Pretty good.
How about Hank Aaron? Anybody want Hank Aaron?
Hammer?
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
The
He is on
all-time
my
home
team.
run king, by the way.
Plus, but how about check his other numbers? Everybody thinks Hank Aaron's just homers.
Oh.
The guy hit like
He's a hitter.
tons of doubles, on base percentage, batting average.
Fly ball, sky to left, and Rosarena coming in now. That wind is knocking everything down back towards us. And it's a second out of the inning.
Anybody want to see Jackie Robinson on their team playing some second base?
Absolutely. Steal home.
Jackie Robinson Day tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Number 42. I wouldn't mind seeing out at shortstop just to do a backflip.
It's not a bad idea. Start things off.
2 down here in the 4th inning. Jake Cronenworth standing in.
How about a couple of good closers? Trevor Hoffman or Mason Miller. Has anybody been more dominant than Mason Miller?
Pretty good. I probably would grab Eck just because I love Eck.
Or Mariano.
Yeah, because it's time to party now.
It's always time to party.
Yeah.
In the air to shallow left. Out goes Crawford. In comes a Rosarena. And it's a Rosarena who makes the catch. It's a 7-pitch inning. 1, 2, 3, 4th. 3-1 Padres. Padres baseball is presented by UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. By Jack in the Box, Jack's new Smash Jack Sliders Munching Meal with a chance to win $75,000 prize for Jack's 75th anniversary. And by your Toyota dealers, we make it easy. Vietnamese Heritage Night at Petco Park and the Dragon out there in Gallagher Square.
That's awesome. And they're going to add another one during the course of the summer here at Petco Park. Another Vietnamese Heritage Night. Good crowd on hand.
I like the Dragon.
Yeah. I like the chin moss.
That is good chin moss. On the ground right side. Cronenworth slides to his left and throws out Donovan. Well, a reminder, if you have a question for us, scan the QR code or visit calcocu.org/baseball. Maybe you'll hear your question answered live on the air.
We've often talked about Michael King and his arsenal, but when he's got the, and all of his pitches are quality, right? That changeup, though, we just saw, when he's got that working, there's another one.
Merrill started back, comes in, plenty of time to recover. 2 down.
When he's got that working, that's what he'll get. Weak grounders, weak fly balls, even some swing and misses along the way.
That's what he has featured. Primarily the changeup. It's been a good one.
Yeah. And it's one of those pitches. It's a field type pitch. You know, once you get the feel for that pitch, the arm slot, the release point, get some really good results.
He's got 2 outs in the 5th for Julio Rodriguez. Struck out swinging in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. But an 0 for 2 night for the Mariners center fielder. Strike 2.
That's the wiffle ball sinker there. 2-seamer.
Elevated the four-seamer. And the count evens at 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty.
Donnie, now that he went upstairs, does he go downstairs with something like the changeup or the sweeper?
Downstairs in the dirt with a sweeper. Waiting on deck is Josh Naylor. There are 2 outs in the inning here. And shaking off one sign, goes with the second option. And misses. Ball 4. Second walk allowed by Michael King.
Check out exciting concerts happening right here at Petco Park, including Ed Sheeran, Donnie. How about that?
That's great.
Field of Dreams Festival featuring Slightly Stupid, Fuerza Regida, and more. Explore all upcoming shows by visiting Padres.com/concerts.
Did you just snap the
I
paper?
did. Yeah, very subtle. Did you like that?
It was okay.
Yeah. But it got your attention.
It needs work. Josh Naylor batting with 2 down, and Julio Rodriguez at first. He's grounded out to first and single to right. He's got one of only 3 hits off King so far tonight. Over to first and back safely is Rodriguez.
You know, we talked about the cold bats for the Mariners, and before the 2 home run day for Josh Naylor, he enters Monday's game. He had no extra base hits in his first 66 ABs. No extra base hits. But he had 2 yesterday, 2 home runs.
1-0 is picked at first base by France. That's a Gold Glove first baseman down there, Ty France.
Tie! Vive la France!
3-1, Padres have lead over the Mariners as we head to the last half of the 5th inning back at Petco Park in San Diego. And Brian Wu back on the mound for the M's. So he had a 25-pitch third inning. That's the inning in which the Padres put together the 3 spot. Answers that with a 7-pitch fourth inning, coming back to get France, Campusano, and Cronenworth. Laureano's triple, the first triple for the Padres at home this year at Petco Park. He tripled in the 3rd inning to get that rally started. Now steps back out of the way of ball 2. Up the middle. Ranging is Crawford. He flips to the second baseman, Young. They don't get him. Laureano beats it out, but what a spectacular bid.
J.P. Crawford with the glove flip. What a great play. Young with the throw, Naylor with the stretch, Laureano with the speed. Even though he is safe, that is one heck of a baseball play by the Mariners. Wow.
Foul down the right field line, out of play for Fernando. Fernando grounded out to second in the first, single to center in the 3rd to drive in a run. 7th RBI.
There's that sinker in. He's been trying to eat hitters up.
There's that RBI in the 3rd inning. Back up the middle, out of the reach of Young, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the sweeper. 3rd strikeout of the night for Wu.
See how with 2 strikes, Wu throws this pitch, this sweeper off the plate, out of the hand, looks like outside corner. Now, if that's over the plate, that spells trouble for Wu, and Fernando does some damage, but he's got to protect with 2 strikes against the swing and miss.
Jackson Merrill 2 for 2 tonight. A single to center, single to right. Hooks it right side. Ranging is Young. Goes to second to get the lead runner in Laureano. That's the grain off balance, but able to get Laureano. Let's look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. So 2 down. Merrill at first. That brings up Manny Machado. 0 for 2. He's flat out to center and popped out to second base. Popped up, shallow right. Backpedaling is Young, the second baseman, who will make the catch that ends the inning. We're through 5 in San Diego. It's 3-1 Padres.
Top of the 6th from Petco Park, and Michael King having a 3-1 lead over the Mariners. Let's go back to the 3rd inning. Randy Arozarena was hitting, and this is a classic case of setting up a hitter. Changeup, movement with the sinker, 4-seamer away. Soft, wrinkle, heat, uno dos, adios, but look at the location. Outside corner fastball. To me, this guy's opinion, Mr. Vegas, 4-seam fastball away, best pitch in baseball. Michael King is twirling a gem. He's got a 2-run lead. Here's Don.
Randy Arozarena not waiting around, jumping on that first pitch, takes it the other way into right field. And a base hit starts things here in the Mariners' 6th inning.
I can't read the mind of Randy Arozarena, but he's thinking after that at bat, you know, he had the infield single. Now that last one where he struck out, I'm going to swing early if I get something around the plate. There's a 2-seamer away, and that's about the only thing a hitter can do with a pitch like that. Big league pitch, you betcha. But he took that one the opposite way nicely.
Lead runner on here for the Mariners. Luke Raley was a bunt base hit, and a walk has been aboard twice. Look back over the pitches per inning for King, and the last 2 have been the most efficient. 12 pitches in the 4th inning, 11 pitches in the 5th inning. And there is a look at that breakdown per inning. It's after 24 in the 2nd inning. To left, Laureano going back and onto the track to make the catch. Back to first goes Arozarena. He will get there. Laureano getting back there in a hurry to the dirt of the track to reel it in.
This ball is hit well to the opposite field. Ramon has got to go. He moved to his left a little bit, then realized, oh, backpedaling track. Get that ball in quickly. Michael King applauds.
In there for a strike to J.P. Crawford. Hit by a pitch, fouled out to Manny Machado at third base. Coming out of the crouch to reel that, it was Campisano. Adrian Morejon is first up in the Padres pen. He's thrown 82 pitches. He works here in the 6th with 1 out.
Michael's done a pretty good job of containing the bottom 3, although the hit by pitch to Crawford in the 2nd. Sac fly, Canzone, but no hits.
82 pitches in his first outing, 81, and then last time out in Pittsburgh, 95 pitches.
Yeah, stretched him out in the Steel City.
They're going to challenge? No. And the pickoff attempt of Rosarena at first base. Start to stop for Rosarena. Doesn't go. And there's a ball 3 to J.P. Crawford. And zone waits on deck here for the Mariners with the Padres on top 3-1. On the ground, it's Machado who goes to second for 1, on to first for 2. Inning-ending double play. 5-6-3 on the DP. Inning-ending 3-1 Padres.
Let's go back to the third inning. Xander Bogaerts at the plate, and Bryan Woo trying to go back and forth. There's a sweeper. There's a sinker. Hard stuff. Misses the sweeper. Just trying to keep him off balance. Now that pitch off the plate, Xander's done a good job of recognizing that sweeper. This is in the zone. It speeds up his bat. Remember the sinker earlier in that at-bat? Ate him up inside. Bad swing. That breaking ball in the zone enables Xander to serve it up the middle for the 2 RBI single for Xander Bogaerts.
Leads it off here in the home half of the 6th inning. Woo 68 pitches deep. And it's strike 1 on a sinker. So 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And 2 of 7 Padres hits. Up the middle. Second baseman Young comes to the left side of the infield and throws out Bogaerts. Good stretch from Naylor at first, and Bogaerts retired this time.
Good play all the way around. On the back end, Josh Naylor, he does a good job over there at first base. Good footwork for the Mariners first baseman.
1 down in the inning for Gavin Sheets. 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the second, popped out to short in the third. The top of the Padres are doing most of the damage. 1 through 5, 7 for 15 so far. 6 through 9, 0 for 8.
Well, we talked about 1 through 4 in our game open.
Timely.
Yeah.
Excellent production. 3-0 pitch is a strike, as Sheets was thinking about challenging that, but he's going to go with it.
Looks like Cal Raleigh's got a frog with a tennis racket in that glove. Let's see if you can peek in there and see him. Did you see him?
I did not.
Know?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, I think it was a Wilson tennis racket.
Ball 4. Now he walks. And that is just the first free pass of the night allowed by Woo.
Hey, coaches here. Steve Fisher, the best.
Great to see him.
From Huron, Illinois. Won a national championship in Michigan. Led the Aztecs to many good seasons on the hardwood. Love Coach Fisher.
1 down with Sheets at first base now. Here's Ty France. 5 seasons in a Mariners uniform for Ty France.
He's an Aztec for life, Ty France.
Tried to hold up. Not sure he did. No, he did not. Relatively short lead for Sheets at first. And a liner, it's going to turn into 2 as Naylor turns around and just tags Sheets. Tough luck right there for the Padres. We're through 6, 3-1 San Diego. Full casino double play that the Padres turn.
Oh, that was a dandy. Nice game of catch at the Keystone. Manny down on 1. That's the old 5-6-3 double play because of the way they were shifted on the infield.
A starter comparison tonight. Wu 6 innings. King 6 innings. And Wu allowing 3 runs. King just giving up 1 as he departs after 6 innings. And the Padres will go to the pen.
Wu King. Good matchup.
Adrian Morejon into the game here for the Padres.
And for Adrian Morejon, 7th game of the high ERA, only 6 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts. We'll get to you fans in a minute. Enjoy the game. Adrian Morejon's pitching. Check him out. The left-hander gets a 2-run lead here as we go to the top of the 7th. Got
a pinch hitter in Patrick Wisdom. who just got called up today.
Yeah.
Leading all minor leaguers with 9 home runs so far this season. It kind of forced their hand. How about that? 9 home runs, 17 runs batted in out of the gate. So they bring him up. And swinging for the fences right away, down 0-2.
Remember him with the Cubs. Remember, he was third baseman for the Cubs. Had a chance to really stick there for a long time. Giving him an opportunity. Started out with the Cardinals and with the Rangers, then 5 seasons with the Cubs.
Swinging a foul tip, held on to. Morejon strikes out the first Mariner that he faces.
And it's the 4-seam fastball at 98. Nice and easy. Top of the zone. Nice. Big first out. That's got to be tough for anyone coming off the bench to face Morejon, the left-hander at 99.
Cole Young struck out in the second, flat out to left in the 4th inning. Line and caught at first base by Ty France. Join the Padres On Deck membership waitlist to become a future season ticket member. Enjoy the best access and value on Padres baseball. With memberships currently sold out, this is your chance to secure a spot in line for seats when they become available. Join today at Padres.com/waitlist. So, 2 down. And here is Brendan Donovan. He was grounded out to second and hit by a pitch and grounded out to second again. He's faced Morejon just once. This lefty-lefty matchup. Did he go? No, he did not. Check with Chad Fairchild, third base umpire. Fly ball, left center field. Merrill drifting back and under to make the catch. It ends the inning. Morejon, very nice 1-2-3 inning on 9 pitches. 3-1 Padres. Sundays at Petco Park are perfect for families. Arrive early for Kids Fest in Gallagher Square, presented by Nuna, featuring inflatables, face painters, and more. On select Sundays, the fun continues after the game with Kids Run the Bases, presented by Chick-fil-A. Join the festivities at Padres.com/KidsFest.
Make me a bicycle clown. Now that looks like tons of fun out there.
Or Brian Wu, who is back out there, 78 pitches deep through the first 6 innings.
He's still got the good stuff, right? I mean, a couple of hits here and there, leading 3-1 the Padres. It's not like he's wild. He's still throwing good quality pitches, but the Padre hitters putting together some really good at-bats in that third inning.
Pitches now for Wu, and the bullpen is busy. Legamina and Spire both up right now. Thought about it, but able to hold up. Here's Campusano. 0 for 2 tonight, has flied out to center and flied out to left. Through the left side into left field, a base hit for Campusano. Leadoff single starts the home half of the 7th inning.
This pitch was down out of the zone. It looked like on contact below the knees. And Campy just went down there and got it. Finding the 5.5 hole. Nice.
So the leadoff base hit. Second time in the last 3 innings. Cronenworth from the 9th spot with a foul tip. To left center, Julio Rodriguez will make the catch for out number 1. And back to first goes Campusano. Time now for a drive of the game powered by Snapdragon. Back in the 3rd inning, it starts with a triple by Ramon Laureano off the fence. And then Fernando would drive him in, back up the middle into center field. Jackson Merrill with a base hit to right field. And then Bogarts bringing in a pair with his base hit in the 3rd inning.
You know what I noticed about those hits, and it was great to see all those hits, nice and easy swings. These guys going up to the plate with a plan and not trying to do too much. Just trying to make good, solid contact. Ramon hitting the ball where it was pitched on that triple. Steven Souza Jr. talking to Jackson Merrill on the iPad, going over some scouting reports, maybe some tendencies.
Oh, little check swing grounder left side as Donovan on the run, and in time to get Laureano. As Campusano will take second base. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Now that's a snap.
It was okay. Pete Woodworth, the pitching coach, has hopped out of the dugout, headed out to the mound. Jason Adam is up in the Padres pen. Nice bounce back inning, by the way, for Adrian Morejon, if that is indeed it. After a couple of tough outings, a 1-2-3 7th inning against a very good Mariners lineup.
He pounded the zone and had good results. One thing about Adrian that I love is he doesn't seem to get rattled. You know, the high ERA, that can happen to a reliever early in the season. You have a bad outing and it skyrockets, and it's going to take a while to get it down.
Here's Fernando. 1 for 3 tonight with that RBI we showed you moments ago. Little dribbler in front of the plate and ends up hitting it. Not a problem as he stays in the box. Campusano out there at second base with 2 down. Did he go? No, he did not. We'll check with Bill Miller.
There's that hard sinker in. Brian Wu out of Cal Poly SLO, SLO, San Luis Obispo. Two guys that come to mind: Mike Krukow, Ozzie Smith.
Just look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. That's the fastest cruise I think we've had in a while.
Yeah.
On the move there in the beginning.
Big wakes.
The 1-2 pitch coming to Fernando. By the way, Campusano with that leadoff base hit is now hit safely in 6 straight.
More reps for Campy. Seeing the ball well. Making contact.
Lots of spin on this to Naylor at first, who will take it alone to end the inning. We're through 7 at San Diego. Padres have a 3-1 lead.
Absolutely gorgeous Tuesday night here at Petco Park as the Padres lead the Mariners 3-1. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Coming up on the postgame show, Michael King brought the iron out tonight. Took some of the wrinkles out of some of his pitches. We're going to show you exactly why that made him so effective. And we're going to take a look at Xander Bogaerts' big at bat in the 3rd inning. And while he was able to hit the most surprising pitch perhaps of the entire night. We'll see you guys after the final out, Donnie.
We look forward to that, Mike.
Mike's always got a lot in the hopper on the big show.
We move to the 8th and we move to Jason Adam.
Well, he is back, and the last 2 games, they were back-to-back nights. It was Friday and Saturday against Colorado, and he did not disappoint. The fastball's there. The slider is there. Big inning. Setting it up here in the 8th.
3rd arm used by the Padres. King goes 6, gives up 1 run. Adrian Morejon a 1-2-3 7th, and now Jason Adam for the 8th. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Right. It's the perfect formula. But you've got the big 3 due up this inning. Raleigh, Rodriguez, Naylor.
Well, sometimes, we say it many times, the save comes in the 8th. Didn't go, says Chad Fairchild. Raleigh had no success against Michael King, which he faced 3 times. 2 strikeouts, both swinging, and flat out to center. Taking 3-0, and he takes a strike. Thought he had ball 4. Julio Rodriguez waiting, and then Josh Naylor. Fly ball right center, shallow. Fernando coming in, calling for it, and making the catch in front of Merrill. Now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal for a chance to win $75,000. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
1 down in the 8th. Here's Julio Rodriguez. He's been aboard twice. Does not have a base hit, though.
Don, that was a huge battle back, being 3-0. Then 3-1, then the weak fly ball.
Here's that slider.
It's not only a good slider, but he locates it well once he gets that feel for it on the outer half.
Rifles it foul off to the right out of play. There's a fastball.
Hey.
I don't know how they didn't hit him.
Yeah, that was close on the changeup. How close was it? Ooh.
The top three hitters in the order: Donovan, Raleigh, and Rodriguez. 0 for 9 tonight. Granted timeout is Rodriguez, who backs out. So join us tomorrow, the middle game of the 3-game series between the Padres and the Mariners. Emerson Hancock will be on the mound for the M's. He starts 2-1 with a nifty 2.04 ERA. And Randy Vasquez has been terrific for the Padres in 3 starts, 1-0, and ERA just over 1. Really good.
He has been fun to watch. Here's Randy getting a bird's eye view of the hitters of the Mariners.
With his friend Miguel Andujar. Off pitch. Popped up foul. That'll get out of play.
The thing about Jason Adams is that arsenal of his, he will throw any pitch of his anytime. It's 3-2. A lot of times pitchers want to throw the fastball. He'll throw that changeup and slider as well.
9th pitch of this at bat coming, and it misses for ball 4. Fastball up, and a 1-out walk for Julio Rodriguez.
Last time up for Josh Naylor. Ty France at first base. Dives to his left. Merci beaucoup, Ty France. Takes away extra bases.
Over to first, slinging it over there, kind of sidearm. And back safely is Rodriguez. Former teammates. Julio Rodriguez, just 2 attempts. Stolen bases this year. He's 1 for 2. Hook foul.
You think Naylor likes to pull the ball?
Just a little bit.
Yes, he does. All 3 times tonight. In the 2nd inning, 3 unassisted. Base hit in the 3rd. Pull side. That wonderful play by Ty France. Pull side.
Pokes it foul off to the left, out of play. I imagine it's going to take a little while for Jason Adams to feel like he's back in a groove again after being off so long.
It's a long time. And, you know, the good thing for me, Don, is when he went out, as I mentioned, Friday and Saturday, back-to-back games to get in that groove, right? Had an off day for him Sunday and Monday. So back out there now. He looks good. He looks nimble. And another thing, getting over that hurdle for such a terrible injury like that.
It was a bad one.
It was a bad one.
Chop to first. France will go to second for 1. Back to first. That's 2. 3-6-3 on the inning-ending double play. Second one they have turned to end an inning. Started by France, ended by France. 3-1. Padres have the lead as we venture into the home half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss for Jackson Merrill. Casey Legamina into the game.
6th game, only 7 1/3, no ERA yet, 6 strikeouts. He's a strike thrower as well. Only 1 free pass. Opponent's hitting .200. Out of Gonzaga. 4-seamer, sinker, sweeper, changeup. Mid-90s on the heater.
Takes over for Brian Wu, who went 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 3, and departs on the hook. Come into this outing individually at 0-1. A strike to Merrill.
Would be nice for the Padres to take out a policy in this inning.
Obtain some insurance.
Yep.
To left down the line. Rosarena over there to make the catch. To second base goes Merrill. Apparently he didn't make the catch down there. He ran out of our sight line.
Here's the effort. Hits fair, then it's kicked into second base, and there's that insurance at second base.
Swing and a miss for Manny, jumping on that first pitch, a sweeper. And tonight 0 for 3. Almost got hit. Backed him up with a 4-seamer.
Well, after 2 pitches that were in or away, check that, away, trying to bust him in right there. Just like Brian Wu did to a lot of right-handers with that sinker of his.
Falls behind Manny, 3-1. Xander Bogaerts waiting on deck for the Padres, trying to add on here in the bottom of the 8th. Fly ball left field has Rosarena backpedaling shy of the track. He'll make the catch. Jackson Merrill is tagging. Throw to third will not be in time. He's 90 feet away.
Really good base running right there by Jackson, realizing the depth that Rosarena has to go to catch that one. He's got the speed. He's got more speed than that arm in left field, and you can tell right here. Gets in there easily as that throws way offline and late.
So 1 out, Merrill at third base, and Xander Bogaerts with the infield in all the way around. And now a meeting at the mound.
Xander looking for something up in the zone to loft to the outfield for the sac fly.
Bogaerts has already driven in 2 runs in this game, 2 hits in the game. One for 3 against Legamina in his career. Reaches out, pokes it into right field for a base hit. From third comes Merrill. There's your insurance. It's 4-1 San Diego. 3-hit game, 3 RBI game for Xander Bogaerts.
Just a little flare, just a little contact. It's the sweeper away off the end of the bat. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. Little lob wedge.
Now Gavin Sheets, who has struck out, popped out to short and walked. Oh, 0-2. Chase the changeup. Right side. Young will go to second base for one. Back to first. Not in time. Gavin gets down the line very well. So the force out at second. And that'll bring up Ty France. France popped out to second base in the second. Grounded out to first in the fourth. Or lining sharply into a DP. Now this is through the left side for a base hit. Gavin Sheets will take second base. First hit of the night for Ty France, the former Mariner.
Ty doing it with the glove tonight, and now late in this ball game, it's the sweeper. That's middle in. Chalk up a big league knock for the Padres first baseman.
First and second with 2 down. Luis Campusano with a base hit in the seventh. If the Padres add on here, you get Ron Marinaccio up. Otherwise, it is a safe situation at the moment for Mason Miller. So you get to Lugumina here for a run so far in the eighth.
Donnie, question for you. This seems to be a conundrum if you're a fan, right? It's a double-edged sword. Do you want the lead, or do you want to stay so you can see Mason Miller? Right?
I probably want to see Mason Miller.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see Mason Miller. But then again, on the other hand, you know, more runs would be nice. You know, a little bit of a pad. But I would love to see Mason Miller.
Lugumina about to throw his 20th pitch of this inning as he started the eighth. Two and two. With the 3 RBIs tonight, Bogaerts now tied for the team lead in RBIs at 11 with Merrill and Laureano in that category. That is strike 3, gets him looking. We will keep it right here. It is a save situation, so you know what that means. It's closing time for Mason Miller.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 22, Mason Miller.
Well, it's been impressive. 19 of 24 strikeouts.
This is unbelievable. This is really fascinating. 19 strikeouts, as Don mentioned, and he's only faced 24 batters. Don, that's ownage, right? And you can see the slider is the main pitch. 14 out of the zone. Look how many are out of the zone. And we've mentioned this many times, because out of the hand he throws so hard and he's got great rotation. It looks like a fastball. By the time you commit, it is in and out of the zone. Hence the punch outs for Mason Miller.
They're trying to do something very special. Padres all time. The overall season numbers for Mason Miller.
Well, you feel really good when he's out there. 8th game, he's won a game. 4 for 4 and saving the opportunities. No ERA to speak of. And what we're just talking about. 19 strikeouts and 7 1/3, only 1 walk.
Rosarena to lead it off, and a swing and a miss. There's that slider. A 2-hit night tonight for Rosarena. Strike 2, back-to-back sliders. Ball and 2 strikes. Miller takes over for Adam. In a save situation with the Padres on top 4-1. 2-2. Rosarena, Raley, and Crawford expected here in the inning. 5, 6, and 7 in the Mariners' order. Sprays it foul off to the right out of play. 102 on the gas.
Whoa,
look out.
This will get your attention.
Popped up into shallow right. Out is Cronenworth. In is Tatis, and Fernando secures out number 1. One away for Luke Raley. Strike 1. So 6 innings for King tonight, 1 run. Adrian Morejon, 1 perfect inning. Jason Adam, 1 hitless, scoreless inning. Now Mason Miller trying to finish off the Mariners in game 1. Tried the changeup and missed. Falls behind 2-1.
Even righty on lefty. Some kind of nasty with that slider. Coming at you at 87.
Struck him out. Slider, 2 down in the 9th inning.
Get up on top, let her rip. Look at the tilt on that pitch. Good luck trying to square that one up.
2 down in the 9th. J.P. Crawford takes strike 1. One for 4 against Miller in his career with a single.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
Challenge here for Campusano. ABS powered by T-Mobile. It was a ball.
Ball's confirmed. The pitch was a ball. San Diego has 1 challenge remaining.
On the ground right side, Cronenworth to first. Ball game over. Padres win. They have won 6 straight. It's the longest winning streak in Major League Baseball this season. And Miller will pick up the save, King the win. All part of a San Diego victory tonight. Brings a 4-game winning streak come to an end for the Seattle Mariners.
Well, once again, 1 through 4 hitters doing the job tonight. We talked about them in our open in the last handful of games, and they did not disappoint. 1 through 3, 4 runs. Laureano, Fernando, Jackson. The job well done.
Final score tonight, the San Diego Padres 4, the Seattle Mariners 1. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Mark Grant, Mary Louise Cook, and Bob Scanlon, I'm Don Orsillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.
Without T-Mobile.